Okay, so today we're going to roll out the tops of our legs, or I guess the tops of our quads, the fronts, using the foam roller. The way that I like to do it starting out, just to get a feel for um, like how I'm feeling, is I'll use both legs and just go over, and then afterwards I'll do each one individually. But you can kind of take it all the way up to your hip flexor. And for me, this works all the way from like right below my hips down to above my knees, and which I guess is kind of your quad muscle, but it works really, really well. And I've noticed that sometimes if I'm having some like pain in my body or tension, it'll start to, stir up in the mind. So doing this helps really clear out, I feel like, your brain space nicely. So I switched over, and I'll be honest, like if you haven't done this before, if you have tension, it's going to be a bit uncomfortable, but, and you'll kind of see me in my reactions at certain points of the video, is it's such a good pain. Like the level of pain that you will experience for a period of time, then the relief that comes with it, it's very worth it. So if you can get through, and you can, it will be fabulous. So in between, I like to kind of stretch out a little bit. I'll hit like a child's pose or do a lunge. And at one point I did a scorpion pose because I got into a car accident recently, so I just have a lot of tension in my hips from like the impact, essentially, where I was sitting in my seat, obviously, and kind of tensing up. So this has been helping to open up my hips and my lower back and everything, which is very, very, very nice because all of your body weight, like when you're walking around on a daily basis, it's kind of sitting on your legs and your feet and your knees and your lower back. So working on that, I feel like, is probably something everybody could use. But I don't know if there's a whole bunch to chat about today because I don't know, I'm not feeling super yappy, but I was thinking about something, and it's a little bit unrelated, but it's still a very fun thing to talk about. So some people believe in vision boards and some do not. Some people think they're kind of woo-woo, but the woo-woo stuff works. And the sooner that you realize that the woo-woo stuff works, the woo-woo stuff will start working for you. But I've been wanting speaking of my car accident, I've been wanting a new car for a while, and I decided recently to redo my vision board. And I had I had done my vision board in such a like far out way. I believe that they work a lot better for the short term. And I kind of it wasn't even really a picture of a car. And my vision board's not even done. Let me just clarify that. It's so funny. My vision board's not even done. But I printed out a couple pictures of me doing activities that I would like to do in my new car, like things that I would enjoy having a new car to do. And in no way am I saying that this is the reason why I got into a car accident. It's just, it's funny, and at least the way my brain works, I find it to be a little bit coincidental that I've been talking and talking and talking and talking and talking about wanting a new car, wanting a new car, wanting a new car. And it was kind of like this waiting thing of my car was in my mom's name and I was going to let my car be paid off and just like then go trade it in. But it was just like so many things, and I was kind of like waiting patiently. But then all of a sudden I put that crap on my crap. I put that on my vision board, and like these little printouts and these pictures, and like I'm not even joking you, within probably what, maybe it was like a couple days. It was a couple days I got in a car accident. Not even joking you. A couple days later, I got into a car accident after printing out these pictures and starting to work on my vision board. And I'm looking for a little piece of paper right now. There it is. And you cannot see it actually because this is a voiceover, but I took a piece of notebook paper And I wrote down, I have it all folded up because I was going to kind of just like attach it to the vision board to like open my eyes to how some of these things work. And I wrote down just like some little notes, like what would I like to see in my car? And once again, I didn't even have like a specific idea of a car that I wanted because, to be quite honest, all of the cars that I like are way out of my price range currently. Well, not the cars that I like, but like the cars that I like stick on my vision board and I'm, very much so like, oh, dream car. It is giving dream car. It is not giving right at this moment in time financially. So, what is a car that I would be really, really happy with and that I would love and enjoy at this time in my life, etc. And some of the things that I wanted were, and it was like non-negotiables. And your non-negotiables might be different than mine, whatever. But leather seats. I have a large dog. He's a lab. He sheds, and trying to keep a car clean with a cloth interior, it's infuriating. So there was that. I wanted a moonroof, sunroof, whatever. And I had one in my first car and I really, really loved it. And I haven't had one in this car. And I realized just like how much I loved it. Also, certain key fobs from certain brands I find cooler than others. I know that's maybe the dumbest thing to look for in your car, but it's my car. And then also, I like to have all my up-to-date, navigation, my screens, blah, 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 blah. Well, I wrote this stuff down, and this was just to like help me narrow down because I was planning to like, look for a car in the near future. And no joke, like from putting this stuff on paper and printing these little things out, it was like in a week, I was forced to get my car. And like I didn't even finish reading everything. There was a couple other things, but I don't know if you would like to hear them. I'm going to finish reading it just for the sake of whatever I feel like doing right now, which is reading this to you. Is I did want there to be some level of warranty with the car. Like I was planning on not getting a brand new car, but getting a newer car. So that way some things I didn't have to deal with. Heated and cooling in my leather seats that I was planning on having. And it needed to be big enough that my dog would be comfortable in it when we go on car rides because my car at the time was not very big. So he was just not very comfortable when we go on like long trips. So I wanted him to be comfy. And like I said, no joke, like within no time, like within a week, it's like, oh, you get into a car wreck. And keep in mind, like, don't get me wrong, it's not been the most comfortable feeling of, experiencing the effects of a car wreck, but like, I am so blessed to be okay. And it was almost like it was like moving the needle on my life in a way. So, I mean, if I wasn't okay, I think I would maybe feel a bit different about this. I probably would. But because I didn't have, some serious effect on my health and the other person is also okay, and also this wasn't my fault, I just see it almost as like this crazy, weird coinkydink that, boom, there you go. And if that, maybe that could be inspiring to you if you think vision boards are silly goofy. But sometimes I think when you put it on your like out there visually and you start looking at it, it almost becomes so much more digestible and eye-opening of like, it actually wouldn't be that hard to kind of, and all of a sudden my life could look so much more like that. Like what if I just, and then boom, here I am on a different trajectory. So I hope you enjoyed my time. And if, you learned anything from the movements that I was doing in this video, I appreciate it. Let me know. I would love to know how I'm helping people. But aside from that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a fabulous week, and like and subscribe. Bye.